episode of user registration system in Android using Kotlin programming language. So now we are going to validate the user input. Okay, for that we will check whether username, email, password and confirm password fields are empty or not. So what we are doing is we are trimming the username string which removes spaces, and then we are checking whether it is equal to an empty string or not. Then we are going to show an error to the user. So for showing an error, I am going to use the snack bars. So what are snack bars? Snack bars are small like notification, like a view which pops up from the bottom and tells the user or gives user a brief message. Okay, so for using snack bar, I am going to use here Google's material design library. Go to the build.gradle file here and add here implementation com.google.android.material version 1.0.0. This is the current stable version I am using. We are going to use snackbar.make. Now this make function will take three arguments. The first one is the view where we want to show, or the layout where we want to show the snack bar. For that, what I am doing is I am going to use the main layout where all of our input fields and buttons are located. So this is of the type constant layout, and we have given it an id sign up layout. I am going to create here a object, or create an object here of type constant layout, as our root layout is a constant layout. It is a lot similar to the process where we created the buttons here and the text input fields. Then give it as a first argument in the .make snackbar.make function here. And here on the second argument we need to show the, or write the message that we want to show to the user. Right here, username cannot be empty. The third argument we need is the duration of the snack bar. Okay, so these are three types: snack bar dot length short, snack bar dot length long, and snack bar dot length indefinite. If you want to close the snack bar automatically, we need to use snack bar dot length short or snack bar dot length long. And finally call here dot show to display it. We are going to do the same with email, password and confirm password fields here. And now let's check that our code for validating user input, whether the user has entered proper data or not, is working. So click on the button. So if I enter nothing here and click, we're getting an error message here: username cannot be empty. Okay, so let's enter something here and then click. It is saying email cannot be empty. Okay, let's enter some random characters here. It is saying password cannot be empty, and then it is saying confirm your password. Okay, but now we need to check whether the email address, the email address entered by the user is of proper format or not, and both the passwords match. So for that we are going to do somewhat similar process again. Else if not pattern dot email address dot matcher we are going to pass the email string here, email dot matches. Okay, so if not matches, we are going to show an error to the user, and this is going to be improper email address. Okay, and we will be checking whether both the passwords match or not. Password dot equals, if not, password dot equals confirm password. We are going to show a message to the user that both the passwords should match, and this is going to be a little bit longer. Now let's check this. So we are going to give some input here, my name for the username and an improper email address and a password. So here we are getting an error, improper email address. Okay, some id at the rate some email.com, and now we are not getting any error here. So now that our email validation is working fine, I will check whether the passwords validation is working or not. So I am going to give here different inputs for the password and different for the confirm password. Now we are getting error, both the passwords should match. Okay, so now it is working fine. I encourage you to practice with these concepts and do it carefully.